Today we're going to be playing some Relics, which I think will be pretty fun. I had a request to do like an old school Relics, you know, like no golden necker and all that stuff, so that's what we're going to do. And let's just get into it here. We're playing Carapace to protect our stuff still. You could play Force of Nature if you wanted, but I think Carapace is still better to protect these Self-Eaters. We're going to play Crystal Skull for the exact same reason. And then we are going to play She Who Knows. So She Who Knows is a very interesting card. It's way better going second because you can drop it with Resilience. But it's going to play into something else we're going to do in this video and hopefully work out. So we're just going to play it. She Who Knows is really good if it doesn't get locked, right? Because you get so much value from it. It can be difficult to play her optimally because you definitely want her going like a last say. You drop She Who Knows, that puts your opponent in a terrible spot. Kind of like your opponent last says King Trum. It's kind of the same thing. She can't be purified though because her effect's at the end of the round. So she's a little better in that regard, but she still gets removed. So you gotta be careful with her. We're going to play Oneiromancy for consistency, and the reason we're playing She Who Knows, well, one of the reasons is we're going to try and play Yaga. So Yaga, I've had several people ask me to actually play Yaga, and we're going to try play him in this deck. So he does need Sabbath for the Zeal, or she needs Sabbath for her Zeal, I should say. And she got the Order, consume a 4, then increase by 1, cooldown 2. So ideally, in the perfect world, you play her with Sabbath, you consume a really big 4, like, say your opponent, Amphibious Assault's like a siege support or something, just eat it. Really good, and then a couple turns the threat goes. Now the problem with Yaga is that without the Zeal she's terrible. So the Zeal setup's required, and Zeal setup usually takes a couple turns, which means you're losing less turns of her ability. We're gonna try and use her kind of with She Who Knows. So She Who Knows hopefully carries over. We can play like Incubus to bring back a Can or something. That would give us really close to the amount of points. Actually, that is enough points. It's 10. 9 and 5, and then you play Yaga, gets 26, and you can do it there. You could also try doing it with Mamuna. Mamuna, we're not playing, because, well, to be honest, we cut Mamuna for Yaga. And you could also play her instead of She Who Knows. You can Mamuna. Problem with Mamuna is you'd have to do it on Fiend, because it's not Gan Seon, how you say this thing. It needs to deploy for its full value. So I opted for She Who Knows instead. We'll see how this works. Hopefully we can get a couple highlights for the Yaga. But obviously, in a real world, you probably shouldn't be playing Yaga, but we're going to see if we can make it work. We have Morwood as a finisher. We're playing the 1 Heat Wave for control. You could cut some of this if you want to. Unicorn Kyronax is just too good, I think not to include because of the double play and just the value you get. Then we have the Operator, Ratcatcheress, Deregere, the Gan Seance here, the 2 Self-Eaters, the Incubus, which probably does something surprising here. We're playing a Vial, Vial's a nice opener. If your opponent plays control, you play Vial, then Self-Eater if you don't want to use a leader charge, for example. Or if they're going to damage one down, so it's small. It's just really good value. Then you have Spores, 2 Fiends, 2 Lesser Witches, and a Peller. Basically just relic stuff. You'll notice we're not playing the Crones. That's just because as much as I wanted to do She Who Knows, Yaga, and the Crones for thematic reasons, especially She Who Knows and the Crones, I just couldn't fit them without giving up Unicorn Kyronax. You could give up Unicorn Kyronax and exchange them for the Crones. They do a similar thing with the boost in damage, but I just really value the double play in 1 turn. So that is the deck. Nothing too complicated, pretty standard-ish Relics with a couple weird additions, but it should be pretty fun, and let's go see how it works out. Galartro playing Uprising. Don't see much Uprising, but I'm guessing this will be Witchers with the Adept buff, but we'll see. That'd make the most sense to me, in which case Yaga becomes very good at eating those. If we can get the setup, that is. So we have, well, this hand we don't need Lesser Witch. I say that as we get to. This hand should do quite well against any engines round 1, because you should be able to out-engine them. It would require playing both of these most likely, but with 2 Self-Eaters and Operator and Unicorn Kyronax, this round 1 should theoretically be ours. The only annoying thing is we don't have a way to get our She Who Knows. No Oneiromancy we didn't draw her. Well, we could draw it off of this, but we're not going to try and do that. Let's go Operator, see what he's playing. He might have a couple control cards. If he's playing Witchers, he doesn't have like Trial of Grasses, and the melee order ones that do a damage could be a bit annoying, so lessen our value, but we'll see what he's doing. Uprising could be a lot of things, so it's probably Witchers. Yeah, it's Witchers. Okay, so this is super annoying. especially crystal skull. That now the only good thing here is if we can somehow get our Yaga on this, it'd be amazing. It's also worth noting here that spores on that's going to be pretty good. Well, like 9 points. So here you're buffed to 5, right? So it's 8 now. I think we might want to use Yaga this round. It could do a lot. Well, we can eat an Adept and then potentially eat that guy. Obviously we can't quite do it yet. We could lock this guy, which would shut down quite a bit. But I think we just go for the more engines approach. So he'll most likely have access to another one. Again, he might not, right? Because he gets 3. He might not have access to it. So he already did Amphibious Assault, so he has one in his hand. There's also the location, and he has a second one. It's a pretty reasonable chance then that he has another one. Okay. I don't know if there's anything that does 2 damage from hand. We don't want to play the last Self-Eater. Oh, we're playing All God, so he actually gets some points off our Self-Eater. Interesting. That's really good for him. Although, for us, the Gansan here will set up the Yaga. Probably should do it this way. Well, it might not set it up if he does. If he pings the melee one again. If he pings the melee one again, this... Actually, no, it'll be enough, because the other one will get boosted. Actually, no, your deploy goes off first, so it actually won't get boosted. We'd have to do another leader first. I think we will use this. Should be pretty good here. Push on even, lock down the Adepts, and then if we wait long enough, we can eat the other one. Are we gonna... Is he playing Geralt Professional? Try the Grasses? It's gonna be Try the Grasses, probably. I mean, you could just make a whole deck around Yaga with Cave Troll and stuff. I want to try him in this, though. Ooh. He might go off. I'm excited. Probably way more excited about this than we should be. It's gonna be fun. Let's see. Split you. I guess I'll play this. Oop, not you. I guess we'll play the second one of these. Then we can... Well, what would be Mamuna? We haven't set up a Fiend yet. That's the thing. So we might want to Mamuna this. However, we want to keep these. This we don't care about so much because we're going to eat the Griffin Witcher, hopefully. I think this is the best play. But it does unfortunately mess up our Mamuna. Not mess it up, we can't play it quite yet. We have Fiend and Lesser Witch we want to get first. He really can't continue unless he kills Yaga. This has to be Trial of the Grasses. I mean, Yaga is gonna eat this. It's gonna be insane. Boom. 28-point swing. Let's go, Yaga. I think we're just gonna drop the spores on something here, and then we'll pass. He's down 40. Yaga doing work. I like it. Now we have to work around the next round. So, we want him to play the Witcher Trio. We don't bleed out the Witcher Trio or go to long round 3, depending on what we have. Well, we drew She knows, so we want to bleed out the Witcher Trio then, if that's possible. Self-Eater, Fiend. We want to play the Fiend. We'd like to find a couple more cards still. You're going to be useful. think the round might be a little too short for you. That's pretty good. So let's just open the Self-Eater here. He could trial the grasses. I'm thinking what else he'd do. If we go to 8, are we pretty safe? I think we'll do it. Our last leader charge. Probably worth it here if we can get the trio. This will help a lot in pulling them out. Because they are his strength for a short round. And we can't rely on She Who Knows, just because he has last say. But it should take a tall removal that then hopefully Morwood can survive. And since we won uneven, it's usually good to push round 2 if you have something you want to force out, because you can just play bronzes or whatever you want. Obviously, we can't just play whatever we want, but we do have some lockdown. Like, we can shut down his next Adept if he wants to go for that combo. We can kill a Keldar with this and this, unless he uses an Uprising charge on it, which he probably will, knowing we will have those. But I want to try and get value from the She Who Knows, not just play around 3. You might consider heat waving this one. Rather than just locking it. We will. The reason we want to heat wave it is just, it's good value to heat wave it. The next biggest thing is it has like a Leo and a Berenger. But if we lock that and he unlocks it, then he has a 5. And the 5 is not worth heat waving or killing, so we either lock or heat wave this first Griffin Witcher. And I'd rather heat wave a bigger one. If he has another small one, we can lock it, because it's not as bad then. If we don't want to just heat wave the second one. It's small. Assuming we're trying to shut him down, which for the moment we are. Because you just want to play the trio. Want to play the trio and then go in with Fiend. Go in with Fiend, She Who Knows, hopefully get that carryover. The nice thing with She Who Knows is it can force him to play another card or just accept the resilience. Okay, that's... he has All God. This doesn't work. Yeah, this doesn't work, buddy. Are you gonna leave? Get out. No, he's gonna keep playing. Alright. I said earlier that he got some value from our Self-Eaters because he had the All God. I guess he forgot about that. Okay, this should be something to kill us. Okay, it's gonna be the Keldar. We're gonna lock that.
The more you know, the less you blunder like a buffoon.
Boston, the windmiller hit me. Hard.
Our world is in harmony.
We don't have to play everything here. There's the offering. Kind of wish we went for the Unicorn Chiron Axe then. He has the leader. He has to use 2 leaders. He's not gonna use them. Is it worth taking the up a card round 3 then? It might be worth it. It's just so much card advantage. We still want to get the She Who Knows off though. I'm considering using Unicorn to boost this to 9 to tempt a Geralt to kill it. That's probably not smart though. We'll just boost De Regere. It'll be big enough as it is to force him, if he wants to play a Geralt, to play a Geralt. And we have the She Who Knows ready. I think we'll just play down to 0 and last play She Who Knows. As long as we can force the trio out, we should be good round 3. The trio will catch up with the tempo at this point, but I think he's going to have to use it, which is ideal. We do want him to have to use it. Although, we can bring back Self-Eaters, I suppose. Yep, there's the trio. Perfect. He's still behind. Is it time to leader yet? We still want to play She Who Knows. And we can get a good amount of value in Incubus. Because with Incubus, he gets a Self-Eater, and we get a Gan San, which is a lot. So we'd want to do that now. Yeah, we won't do that now. Look at a Self-Eater. We'll take you.
Couldn't touch a hair on my head, she said.
He shouldn't be able to get far enough ahead that the Self-Eater should be able to force his last card. I'm trying to say here.
Or one of the two sides.
Okay, so the Self-Eater does force his last card. It's probably a Geralt to kill our Self-Eater. Or to kill our She Who Knows, which is unfortunate. But if not, it's going to be pretty good. This should be a control card. I don't know what else he'd save till the end. Unless it's maybe Axie? Oh, it's Cohen. He's gonna have to use his last leader charge, and we have the She Who Knows carryover. This is pretty nice. Pretty nice. So 10 points of resilience carryover. Now, ideally, we just get our own Ironmancy or something. Just Incubus is good. Morphod's good. Ratcatcheress is good. We've got a lot of good cards. Even Fiend's pretty good here. Morphod's good. You won't have time to trigger. Yeah, even Fiend's still pretty good. Just plays for 8. This should be a win. I think. He has one more offering. I'm not sure he'd keep that. One, he has the location still. He still has Griffin Witcher, that's true. This does have some buffed cards still. Let's talk about Mamuna earlier. We don't even have Mamuna. I was playing a different version. Just pretend I didn't say that. We don't have to worry about it. I'll make a note of it somewhere. So we're going to finish with Morvud. Incubus is the play here again. This should be good enough. And this again. Grab our big boy again. The this is almost worth more, but it's a little riskier. I'd have to have split. We'll split. I guess this plays into Geralt, but we don't care because Morvud just wins then. This might just be the offering. That's gonna be professional. And Morvud does just take this. We did need the resilience carryover, though. Good job, She Who Knows. Hybarin? I'm not sure what this is. I've seen a lot of 2-scenario cultists lately. It's like all the imposter decks. Not so much just status, just they're playing cultists and the Masquerade Ball. So we'll see if that's what this is. If it is, we didn't open Heatwave, so I guess they win. But we could draw into an Armancy or Heatwave. If not, it'd be pretty sad, though. If he's playing Cultist, game's over. Just already. We had the Peller, but no Heatwave. However, it could just be statuses. To be fair, though, we are bad against statuses as well. We have problems with those. Unless we save leader charges, which we probably will have to do. It'll mean giving up round 1, though. I guess round control we can't really give up. Imposter Construct. What? I'm not sure what this is about. Something unique. Fiend's not great because he already messed that up, but I guess we're probably going to have to play 1, so might as well. 7 points isn't bad. It's okay. I mean, it could just be a random Renfri deck. We do not have a good setup here. We don't really have anything that gets us out of this situation. So I'm guessing we're just going to have to pass on 7 and just take whatever he has. Should be better if it's Renfri in that case, I think, actually. Problem with it's going to be the She Who Knows, the Imposter. We just can't play her. Just drop that one. It gives us an option to bring back with Incubus. Oh, it's going to pass. Interesting. Interesting. What do we want to do here? I mean, we're just going to play down to 4. I'm just thinking there's a way not to play down to 4. If we go triple leader, that's 9. Because it's 21, we take 2. Triple leader's 9. This is 16. So that's a 26. So go off. Wouldn't go off. So you have to just play down. That's fine. This doesn't take double damage, but doesn't really matter here. We're not going to use it for anything.
Hey, my eyes are down here.
And we'll just drop the other witch. Good 10 card round 3. We should be able to get our... Why can't we pass? Should we get our self-eaters by then? Could have just dropped the Peller, but I'm a little nervous about his deck. I think it's just Construct Renfri, but I'm not sure. That's a good one. We do want Peller in this matchup. Incubus, what does he have? We don't want to bring back a light cavalry. I think we'll put you back. Let's take the 10 card round 3. We can output a ton of points in a long round. And we have 3 Veils left. So if statuses somehow, they'll be okay. I guess this is a Renfri deck though. There's Squirrel. But he hits. One of our Fiends. Got one of our Fiends, okay. Oh, so it's not Renfri. I don't know what this is. I guess it's just constructs with Imposter as the leader. Fair enough, I suppose. Probably Shupe then. The rune mage would usually engage Shupe that case. How good is Incubus? We have... You're a 4, right? So that could bring us back a Fiend. We've got 2 5s, and you're a 4, so we could play the Incubi. Question is it going to be worth it, and is the Spores going to be worth it? We do want the Purify, and then we just want one of those. We don't want a Witch. Ooh, we're short a lot of good cards. We're missing a lot of good cards. We only have access to one Self-Eater. He's just stealing our stuff now. He's bricking us. We have to open this. Could go Operator into the second one out of our hand, but I think we just don't, because it would be better to get the second one. He's going to take it. Yeah, we just don't have points now. I think we have to play the second one. As much as it means leaving these, it's going to be worth way more if it goes off. If it doesn't go off, I don't think we can match him, because the constructs do so much damage. If this one lives, we'll use the Unicorn boost 6 on the other one, hopefully. And we'll Peller it. Or we can go with Vial. This is riskier. Make sure we do that in the right order. We really need this one to live, I think. We don't need it to, but I really want it to live so we get more points for our Unicorn and Kyrenax. He's really just banishing everything. Do we even have anything left? We have a Witch Apprentice. Witch Apprentice is good. Problem is it going to... do split this. The question is, do we do the Witch Apprentice now? Or do we go... No, go Kyrenax Unicorn. Because this could draw us one of our good cards. And we're set on Sabbath now, so we can just do this in this row. This one should get locked, but we'll have the Peller. This is worth more than the Morvid already. I think the math is. Yep, it's Shupe. Got the Peller. Problem with Peller is that we don't have a follow-up immediately, but I still think it's worth doing. This should make him Imposter it. We'll split it here, just get another little one. You might have like one crosswind or something to hit this. Okay, here comes the big damage. There's the big damage. Alright, so we have Incubus now. We want to get our Witch Apprentice back. We do have 25. No, we have to play this melee. problem with that, it gives him 2 damage per turn if we do that. If we play this ranged, we get 1, 2, 3. Let's just lock his guy now. That way we can get the Sabbath set up where if he purifies his guy, he won't be able to remove our guy. Oh, this could be bad. Watch him get Heat Wave. We don't have a 4 provision except for the... I think we're just dead now. Just dead to Yaga. It's going to get 30-point swing there. Oh, that's unfortunate.
You're one sexy witch and I'm here to please.
I guess he got us. Bribery for the win, right? Everyone's favorite card. We'll give him the highlight for Yaga. Xeet the Regare as well. I bet he wins by 55, at least. But we'll see.
Blueberries, blueberries. The lady of the woods.
Should be the damage construct. I guess it's not gonna be 55 because we can spores the Yaga. I thought I'd get another one. Thought I'd go off one more time. What do? Briberied the Yaga and we didn't draw our cards. Not much we can do about that. I don't see any other way to play that out. Unless we, I guess maybe don't let him win round 1. It's just the Yaga. The Yaga played for 22 and took 20 off of us. It was a 42-point card. That's just the difference here. Alright, I'm not pronouncing that. It's just 4 random letters. We have Tactical Decision. I've actually seen a couple of Renfri Hyperthins. It is better than Hyperthin we made, but I don't like Renfri, so what can you do? We do want to open with some engines here. This... Definitely want the Peller, considering he has the collar on the board already. This one back. We only want that one really if we draw 2. I think we'll put back the Vial as well. He goes first. That's not great. Yeah, so it's going to be Renfri. Get the Roach out. Get it all started. We don't have an operator, which is a pain. Oh, no Roach. Playing Knickers instead. Oh yeah, there it is. Now, if he has Vilgeforce, he's going to throw it here. I think he just play it. He wants round control with a Renfri and Albrick stuff. The round control is super important to him. Yeah, there's the Renfri's gang. Messed up our Fiend. We're still gonna have to play the Fiend, so we might as well do it now. Martha's our leader. We have to protect this one. The Albrick on top. Alright, so let's just go. We're going to have 2 of these guys, I think. Oh, we put that on top. It's interesting. Not sure why he did that. This one gets to die. That's okay, I guess. We have 2 on the board. That should be good enough, I think. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. We just have to survive his tempo. The Spores is actually pretty good if he does have the Snowdrop. Well, if he had the Snowdrop, I thought I would have done some of this earlier. Because he didn't draw a Blight Maker, which is really nice. This does get itself triggered. I had to open up the sidebar there real quick to check. And he passes. Interesting. What do we want to throw down here? It's worth 2. Worth 4. Leave a dead card. Get 2, 4. So I guess we just play Incubus.
Share the night, share the love.
That'll give us the enough points. If he's playing Albrick, he's not using it. But you can play Hyperthin without Albrick, to be fair. Got the Fiend. That might be a reasonable opener, the Fiend. We do want to play this round, even if it does get removed. Kind of like the Spores. To be fair, kind of like these cards. We should redraw this one, though. This is a, oh, that's right, it's got buffed to 4. We're not bringing that back for him. How much is our guy? It's at 6. It's our last Incubus because we threw one down last round, though.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Guess we give this to him. He has a lock. We have the Peller. We don't want to veil it because it makes it really bad for Vilgefortz to hit. Use a lock with Peller it. Make a second one, that's fine.
The realm of the living severs your chain. Abandon now your mortal stain.
We got Unicorn Kyrenax. Probably do that into She Who Knows into Witch Apprentice. Or into Witch Apprentice into She Who Knows, depending on the Sabbath setup. So now he does the Vilgefortz. Please pull the other one so I can laugh at you.
An interesting choice.
Alright, well, we'll take it. We'll take it. We don't have great value here. We could go Unicorn Kyrenax. I think we will. Good draw. We want to remove this stuff so his Triss Meteor Shower isn't as good. He might not be playing Snowdrop. Not everyone does. There's the Courier. If there's Albrick, he has like no setup. Interesting they did the Courier first. Not sure what's with that. He already did both Mage Assassins, so this can't be that much tempo. So I think it's just pure Hyperthin. If he has a lock, I'd rather it goes on that than She Who Knows. He would probably play the lock now if he has it. Okay, now he's Albricking. He's waited so long. The lock doesn't do anything against his deck at all, I don't think. I just don't think it does, so we'll just play it. If he had a Snowdrop, he would have used it. I think we just all in him here. Okay, there's a Leo.
I'll do as you ask.
On the wrong row. We love to see it. And he leaves. You know, this is going to be a good game. We got to use She Who Knows at the end of the round, but he just put his Leo in the wrong row and left. Okay. Bruce Wayne is Batman. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We can't spread lies like that. It's obviously not Bruce Wayne. Everyone knows it. Anyway. Vampires. Could be a lot of things in vampires. A lot of different vampire builds. You got Renfri, you got Golden Necker, and you just got Devotion, which is obviously the worst, but still my favorite. Have one of these. That's good. Don't really need one of these now, but they are good later. We'll put it back anyway. Do we Oneiromancy the Operator? I think we do. Because if we're going to match him engine for engine, I think we need the extra one. Let's see if he goes Operator for Flutter now. Double Operator coming in here, if I had to guess. If he has it, he has it. Although Renfri doesn't play it as much because it's less consistent. Just go Nekara, sure. I'm not sure about Ratcatcher S here. problem with the Ratcatcheress is she gets taller than She Who Knows, and She Who Knows doesn't carry herself over, which is sometimes good and sometimes bad. There's no Flighter, we're playing it a little slow. If we played a Flighter, we've thrown down the second one. 2 Necrons. Necron's a good card. You don't just throw that one down if you don't intend on keep playing. Interesting. Looking at 13. Play this. He shouldn't really be able to punish the Sabbath on her. Like, the bleeding will trick twice, but he doesn't usually have like actual damage. And we can get the Sabbath back before the bleeding goes off. Oh yeah, he is going for this. We're gonna have to heat wave her. The problem is that mess up the rest of our game plan. I don't think so. We're far enough ahead. Ooh, that order's gonna be good. Whenever we play the heat, the problem is when we play the heat wave, we lose a bunch of dudes. Oh, that was a lucky blood moon. I guess it was gonna kill something, most likely. And I guess we should have played the second self-eater earlier. Whoops. Guess we'll play it now. We have to heat wave her. I guess we play the She Who Knows next. We should have played the second Self-Eater anyway, right at the beginning. We should have put the bleeding on this instead. So. Just carrying over the Ratcatcheress is still fine because she'll get more points. Just to make sure we maintain the Sabbath. We might have to lose our last Self-Eater here, as unfortunate as that would be. I was just hoping he would remove this and we could pass. Or just...
Be not afraid. This'll only hurt a bit.
She's not the one carrying over. We're at 34. If we pass, we still get the resilience. We get the resilience. Questions we play the last Self-Eater. So he wins currently if we pass. Guess we'll play the last one.
It's a pity I can never finish.
Alright, so he's gonna win this. There's the spores. Alright, we'll pass here then. There's nothing more we can do here. At least with the resilience. It's not on She Who Knows, but that's fine. It's still good to just get the resilience. Incubi are really what we're looking for now, though. Yaga, I'm not sure we'll get use out of, but we'll hold him in the hand, because I don't think he'll have an easy way to kill it, even if it doesn't have the Zeal. He ends up with last say, but maybe we've got some good cards left. Incubi in particular will be pretty strong. We got like an 8-1. And we don't want you. Go away. Got 2 of our tech cards. We're missing Unicorn. We have 1 Oniromancy. I think we'd Oniromancy the Unicorn. And then keep the rest of our hand. Question is, does he play a lock? He's not playing Devotion, so he probably has a lock in there, I would guess. Let's keep this. Well, no, we want the other Incubus. We'll try for it. It's still pretty good, I guess. Let's go. I was supposed to go in the other row with the Nekarat, but we'll give him this back instead. We're gonna play 2 anyway. Does he have a lock? He does. We put our Peller back. If he has a Heat Wave, it's coming down. Right? Like, if he's got the big removal, it's coming. And he probably has 1 Heat Wave, I would guess. He's probably got 1 Heat Wave, 1 Deregere for control. Yep. That one's gone now. We're not going to have one then. It's all because we did the thing round 1. Should have played the second one earlier. It is our fault. We have to go with a Relict here. If we have to go with the Relict, I guess we pull the Unicorn. That sets up the Gan Seon pretty convincingly. That's a good draw. We want to get this Sabbath as fast as possible. So we'll go this into Yaga, and hopefully Yaga does some work for us. The problem is he might not play a 4 provision card. He doesn't have a 4 provision card still.
Our world is in harmony.
We don't have one either, so Yaga might just be bricked. Which happens with her.
A witch's best friend is a pig, no doubt.
It's hopeful to keep her, but you can't really put a 12 version card back, I don't think, here. We have 1 Spores at least. So as long as he only has 1 Flutter, we're okay.
Blueberries, blueberries. The lady of the woods.
We don't have our own 4 to consume, which is pretty annoying, actually. That's a 4. Let's go, Yaga. Let's get it. Eat him. Give him Veil. I believe in you, Yaga. He doesn't have a 5, but whatever. At least we ate something. I guess it's Morvid next. As this will get more points. I'm assuming he plays on our Bleeding. He's not going to play a 5 version card here, right? There's no way. That's a 5 version card.
Into the flesh are my speciality.
Alright, Yaga. This is Riga's Bloodlust, which resets this, which gives us points, so it's worth eating this. I believe in you, Yaga. Win the game for us. Good work, Yaga. I knew I should keep him. Risky keep, but worked out. And also, Bruce Wayne's not Batman. This is Slant. Did I ambush?
Carefully. You're in my forest now.
We'd like to draw ways to kill Angus and Vanadane before the waylays come in, or before the, what are they called, come in. We have both of these. That might be worth keeping them then. Before the heist. If there's no heist, we're okay. Still kind of want to keep these. No. So only have 1 Heat Wave. So it's Angus or Vanadane. The lock doesn't do anything if he plays Waylay or Heist. If there's no Heist, then we're okay. Play Lesser Witch. Problem with Lesser Witch is actually if it gets hit by the fire trap, it's actually pretty bad. But I guess there's nothing else. I don't want to open anything else because this is even worse. At the end of the day, it's just a 4-person card if he does kill it. Yep, there's the heist. Angus is worse than Vanadane, so we have to kill the Angus. Make sure we split this first so that okay, it's not. So in case it's the Serpent Trap. We shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake because it puts in range of the 3 damage elf. We're gonna lose the Self-Eater now, or Circle of Life, I guess. That's really dumb of us. I was talking about playing it before the heat wave, but we didn't have to because he did his thing. Comes Reardane. Round 1 tempo is getting out of control. So he's hand buffing, okay. Not sure why we're hand buffing. Is this just a hand buff deck? Looks like this is just a hand buff deck. Hand buff Deadeyes? We can't lose this round then. Man, we're really cavalier how we threw stuff out because I didn't think we'd have a chance here, but if he's just doing this, we have to keep going, and now we're short because we didn't play the Operator. Hand buff again. This is really bad now. Basically through the game at this point. Well, not throwing the game. We misguessed his deck. It's hand buff. And we can't win the round, so. He basically just got us, I guess.
Blueberries, the lady of the woods.
You know, maybe we can win the round still, but I doubt it. Reardane's going to go here. Unless he wants to hand buff again instead. He does want to hand buff instead. Maybe that gives us the shot to win the round. Oh, those didn't go off that time. So we don't want to play anything small because it trigger the trap. Gonna manually spring it, I guess. That hurts, but we have to row stack for Sabbath on this. The only thing to really worry about is Serpent Trap. This is never going to do anything against this deck, so we just drop it. Okay, so it's not Serpent Trap. Spores is fine. Doesn't do much good here unless we selling damage. Like we use Spores is for 5 probably. Like we just kind of have to play these. Okay. That's just like the end of the game. So we lose the round and then we lose the game. But this buffs by 6, right? So he put 2 on this and he's got 1 on something else. But he didn't play Vanadane, so maybe there's no Relicts, maybe? Spores is really good then. What's the chance we draw? Self-Eater. We can always Oneiromancy that instead of Self-Eater. We're not going to get much She Who Knows value here. She Who Knows is better with double consistency cards like Oneiromancy and Decree, which is what I was playing before I tried to slip Yaga in the deck. It's better for us if he plays a card here, I think. It's better for him if he doesn't. Yeah, he realizes that. So he has 1-4. We should play the Fiend, which we don't have. We already have a Fiend. We do not have a Fiend. Break Lesser Witch. Oh, that was a Fiend, wasn't it? Oh, that's Witch Apprentice. So we want to Oneiromancy something, because we get the Echo. That's probably Fiend. For Incubus setup reasons. So we're pretty okay here. He has last say, so the Spores is a lot less good. Man, we're missing a lot of golds. 1-4, 2-4, so you're 5. You're a 5. So we can bring back this. We can go play both Incubi, which is pretty strong here, actually. We do need to redraw 2. The last say, so let's not take that one. We're going to Oneiromancy for... Oh, is Unicorn worth more than this? It might be. Or do we go Oneiromancy right away into the Witch Apprentice? Or the... him. I want to play this first because he's playing traps. There's a chance that he has our Incinerating. We did trigger all his traps with this. We'll save the Oneiromancy for something else, other than Operator. Yeah, there's Serpent Trap. Can't say we're surprised. Could have gone for this before the Serpent Trap came down. If I thought if we did this, he'd then play an Incinerating Trap and kill our next guy. Let's see. I'm guessing this is the Crushing, or it's going to be the damage per provision cost. I think it's going to be damage for provision cost. Yeah. Play this instead of this, because if one of these dies, we can bring it back. It's probably the Row Trap now. Do you want to cancel the ability? Actually, that's probably the Row damage one. Should still go melee, I think. Oh, no, it's just me, that one. That's good. That's good. Right, is it time for Yavin? Oh no, we're just protecting our traps. So that one's probably Crushing then. That's Crushing. Splitting this is a mistake. So we should hold this one's order. Or we can split it and Oneiromancy the Unicorn. Problem is the Unicorn draws us a card. I think Morvid's just better. Let's trigger the Fiend. Or not trigger, let's bring it back. Play around the Crushing a little bit. He's going to have the Eldane. I'm sure he's playing Eldane. Question is, can we survive an Eldane? Oh, that's annoying. Well, punished, I suppose. I mean, we played around it. It's just not much to do. Do we have to? We have to count in a high roll to win this game. We can't win this with just playing normally, I don't think. How much is Unicorn worth? If we play Unicorn, we get an additional 10 value plus 1 card from our deck. If we play Morwood, we get 17 approximately. 18. 10 plus a card from our deck, or 18. Plus a card from our deck has a chance to low roll or high roll. I think we need to try for it. Actually, it says this plays for 1 less than I said it does. I think that might be worth it. It's only worth 6, so the Morvid would have been better. There's Heist. He's just going to transform those because those are artifacts. We still have a decent amount of points, but I'm just... yeah, okay. Here it comes. That's going to take another 4. Comes another one. I guess we lose. And there's 2 buffs on that. Alright. GG. He's just playing hostage taker spam. And we didn't expect it. To be fair though, we don't really have anything we can do about that except not giving him the other hostage taker. But we didn't know what he was playing at that point. So that's the deck, guys. Obviously, we're just playing it for a bit of fun here with the Yaga. Obviously, Mamuna, better card here. Or is the Royal Decree for a second consistency card. Either one, you can fit the Crones in. I think with Decree you can fit the Crones because 6/7/7, you can cut some stuff. But yeah, this was the deck. Some OG Relics, no Mamuna, but, you know, who's the most OG but Yaga? I believe. I think. I don't know the lore that well. Actually, She Who Knows is probably the most OG. But anyway, that's the deck. Just Relic stuff with Yaga, She Who Knows. Crones are a good option instead. If you want to make the deck more competitive, put the Crones in, I think. And definitely take out Yaga. Yaga's just funny. Yaga's won his games and lost his games today. That is just how it goes. But, you know, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. As you can see, there's a kind of a different options. I talked about a lot of the cards you can do. Crones, pretty simple. You could put another Decree in. You could go for more control. Go Mamuna. Go with She Who Knows. She Who Knows is one that we really just played her to try and help set up Yaga. Where if we can carry her over, we can go into a round with the Yaga pretty quickly. You could obviously play an entire deck based around Yaga with something like the Cave Troll, go Witch's Sabbath, bring stuff back, but I don't like that deck that much. I don't like that one that much. It's not worth bringing back Yaga compared to something like Keltalis or even like Sir Scratch-a-Lots or just multiple Bloody Mistresses. So it's not really worth it as much, I don't think. So I don't think it's worth really the deck that way. I think it's better just trying to fit Yaga into something else. And the reason I went with this one is because it already plays Carapace and has Sabbath. But if you want to play Witch's Sabbath, you could try and do something else. I consider just playing Yaga in Ogroids, but it doesn't fit as well as I thought it might. So hope you guys enjoyed. This was a fun one, and we'll see you next time. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.